Hey guys, welcome back to the finale of Burial at Sea. For real this time. I honestly don't remember how long it's gonna take, so we're just gonna go. We're just going. I know, like, once we're in Rapture, like, we're going back for Endgame, but, you know, like, I don't know how long that's actually gonna take, so. Suchong, yeah, it plays hair in the pneumo tube.
Suchong, we had a deal, now open.
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited?
Ryan!
A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Suchong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me, or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. No traps. I can use the plasmids as traps in it and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus.
Sorry, Ryan.
The weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you.
I trust him. He's right. That's the thing. We know he's
Tom,
right.
You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Oh god, it's a teleporting one. Yeah, littering the room with traps. That's why I didn't bother too much.
What's going on? Get back here!
Wow.
Where is she? Lady, you...
That's the thing though, like, I believe Ryan was telling the truth.
Down for the count. I know you've done it.
Ryan would have helped her.
Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
Hide and seek.
Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
I absolutely believe Ryan in that. He's a bastard, but he is one with principle.
About goddamn time you showed.
Shit. Shoot him in the head.
Ah! What was that? Get back here.
No.
Nothing personal, sweethearts.
Where are you?
Don't make me hunt you down like
Where?
an animal.
Where are you? Okay, we're gonna need Shoddy for that, boy.
Hide. There's the girl.
Your number's up.
Seems to me you asked for this.
Now you're in the system. Nothing personal, sweetheart. Just business.
Damn it. Elizabeth, don't call me sweetheart. Blast with a shotgun. Yeah. I suck, I know. Yes, I know! Can I skip this, please? I probably died a lot more as Elizabeth, to be perfectly honest, the first time. But yeah, I don't think Ryan was bullshitting, that's the thing. I don't know what he would have done when he would have found out Elizabeth wasn't useful anymore. But... oh, yeah, gas bolt would do it too, wouldn't it?
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more.
Cool, we get to hear this again.
I've gotta get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals.
Gonna leave that
What
down there.
sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you.
Oh. I'm gonna keep these two. I only have 2 knockout gases, so I'll just hang on to this.
Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Andrew Ryan is like the classiest motherfucker. Alright, you teleporting asshole, where are you? Where?
Wait, man. Fun's just beginning.
Okay. Okay, they already hit 1 trap.
Come on out. You got my full attention.
Do I, though?
Time to
haven't.
pay the piper, sweetheart.
You're still here, aren't you?
Over there, asshole.
Hide it. That's how it's gonna be.
Headshots, yes.
I've got you.
Oh shit, okay.
Never stuck his neck out.
Don't walk away now.
Okay, I have no salt, or I have no... fuck it, salts. I'm dope. I'm just calling it as I see it. Salts. In my panic, I'm reverting back to infinite speak. It's fine. Okay.
Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
Had any principles, you wouldn't be skulking around.
How'd you get up there and break that trap?
Come on out. Let's make this quick.
Hide it. That's how it's gonna be.
Yes. Oh shit, I can also use, okay, there's one.
Can't keep running forever.
Okay, there's one above me.
Don't walk away now. Fun's just beginning.
Out of that. Where is he?
Hide it. That's how it's gonna be.
Get no, get back. Okay, or that. Ah, shit. Yeah, the problem is Ryan keeps sending men in. And a couple are splicers. Wrong.
Where is she? Got you now.
This won't. Your number's up.
Okay. Fuck.
Nothing personal, sweethearts.
Where'd you go?
Number's up.
Elizabeth, it's okay.
Let's make this easy on both of us. Nothing personal, sweethearts.
Come on. Okay. I was gonna go.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on a lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
That took everything. Fuck. I don't even want to know what that's like on harder difficulties, honestly. I'm not skilled enough. If I was Booker, yeah, that would have been no problem. But, like, I'll fully admit I'm not skilled enough for that shit. Like I said, I'm only okay. I'm not, like, awesome. Okay, I do like me a peeping Tom, but that's not what I wanted. Hand cannon back. Go upstairs. Sure, there's nothing I can loot. Cigarettes, I need health kits badly. Anything over there? I love the Splicer's random chatter. Makes me happy. Alright, is the Big Daddy still out there? I don't have my Yuri Lowenthal list pulled up, but you know, do believe that I have it.
She gone? More power to you, sister.
Let you and me talk.
Show your now you're in the suit.
Closing the sale. Show you. I got
Not in the mood for this hide and seek.
Is that stop? Oh
Party's
shit.
over, huh? Oh well.
Oh, just cycle the
Get
airlock.
out. I've got you cold.
I never respected that.
Is Big Daddy still here?
I ain't letting a good lead like you get
Okay,
away.
there is that safe over here that I never broke into. So I think we're just gonna do that. You sure about that? Yeah. I also love how Miri recognized Andrew Ryan from a room away. I love that all the voice actors came back. I think that's amazing.
Tough racket. Where do you get on, Brady? Let's work something out.
I just love it when voice actors love that kind of, like, just love the role so much that they're like, fuck yeah, I'll come back. Oh, thank you for the Eve.
Follow through and won't steal my leads.
I can hear them, but, like, they're just...
Mine. Prepare yourself.
There was a safe somewhere.
Come on out. There you are.
Talking to me? Nope.
And keep running.
About goddamn time you showed. It was just the first offer.
Andrew Ryan was the voice of my childhood. I mean, it's a good voice to have.
There's the girl.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're cracking open. My memories of the future and somewhere I'm going to go.
You sure it's your future you're looking at?
If not mine, then whose?
We have had this conversation with Booker before.
It's important.
Okay, so it wasn't here, was it? No, it was... No, it wasn't the lounge, was it?
Where is she? There's the girl.
Where?
Life may be right. Maybe I do need to take on out. Time's up, you goddamn twist.
Is that, like, an old slur?
Enough. This job's
I just like... I just like learning old, like, old kind of slang and stuff like that. I think it's very interesting. There was a safe somewhere.
Whatever you aim for, sister.
Probably not here.
Good anyone hiding.
Somewhere else, then. Test drive was the bathysphere.
Get back here.
Ryan's built up considerably.
Maybe the yeah, okay, it was over here.
Hey, what's the big idea?
Not in the mood for this hide and seek.
Oh, but I like to play.
Gone? Forget it. More power to you, sister.
This plasmid is so fucking OP.
Atlas followers have been living on borrowed time, if you ask me.
There it is. Put off a noisemaker.
Smart enough to know Ryan's smarter than all of us.
Or maybe... Dude, there... I think... Hang on. I think there's a vent. There's a vent. Set it off. Or not. Ooh. Oh, that would have been nice beforehand, wouldn't it?
Ryan's built up considerable cachet with me. He says you go, you go.
Guy made a city at the bottom of the ocean, and they thought it was a wise idea crossing him. He was down for the count. We're not all easy targets, you get me? This one's down for the count.
Most of you are, though.
We're not all easy targets, you get me?
I don't see the Big Daddy or hear him.
Get back here!
Bye. I like that Elizabeth can vent camp. Incredible. Oh, he's snoring. I thought there was something else there. Alright. Oh, okay. This is the correct way. Right, because we came here earlier with the secret. Quote unquote. I.e., I found all the coded messages. Anything new to loot? Now that I'm here again? I saw Atlas vent, he's pretty sus. Nah, he's too big to vent. Elizabeth, though, she can vent all she wants.
There's supposed to be a brunette. Anyone seen her? Look around!
Too bad we got her killed.
The rest of Atlas's crew are barricaded up that elevator shaft.
Bastard.
When the backup arrives, we'll go in and take them out easy.
Okay, we've got to sneak around here again. Love that for us.
Atlas followers
Yes.
living on borrowed time, if you ask me.
This one's down.
Brush your face.
What's going on?
Nothing. Who
Even see me coming.
who thinks they see what?
Come on out. You got my full attention.
You should have taken Ryan's deal.
Ah, he saw me. Come up here, bud. I have no med kits.
Whatever you're here for, sister, you won't get anywhere hiding.
Beg to differ, man.
Smart enough to know Ryan's smarter than all of us.
Enough of this. I quit.
Not sure which one of these jerks thought it was a good flank.
Better you than me, pal. I'm not taking the next bullet.
They relock Fontaines, or did I just not go in that way? Why is he invisible? And on fire.
Get in. This good girl will have a screw.
All right. Forget it.
You judge a man by his enemies. Then Ryan doesn't care.
Not in the mood for this hide and
Stupid
seek.
jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out.
This one's down for the count. We're not all easy to. I've got you cold.
Shit.
Gonna make short work, girl.
Ah, Elizabeth, don't get caught. And by that I mean caught on shit. God damn it. I was trying to find like a hook. And she got caught on shit.
What makes the girl different? I suspect it has less to do with what she is, and rather more with what she is not. A small part of her remains from where she came. It would seem the universe does not like its peas mixed with its porridge.
Who's she talking about? Is she talking about Sally? Talking about Elizabeth. I asked that because I honestly don't remember. Ryan's memory between me and Fontaine's office and a place I could install the particle.
I gotta get my act together.
Yeah, the Rosalind could be talking
Supposed
about...
to be a brunette. Anyone seen her? Look around.
What the hell was that? There's the girl!
There, fuck you. Oh, but now I'm nearly dead. Well, cool. Hard mode activated, I guess. Oh, there's that jerk of all trades.
Gone?
Yes.
Too short for this.
I'm gone. Totally gone. Is that what it's called? Jack of all trades? There's the vendor. Oh my god. Holy shit. My heart fucking stopped.
Ryan's built up considerable cachet with me.
Okay.
He says you go.
Holy shit, my heart stopped.
Too bad. Shame to put talent like that to waste.
Oh, they took away my sky hook. You bastards. So where I was gonna run anyway didn't mean a damn thing.
Atlas followers living on borrowed time, if you ask me.
Okay. Not good to do that there. Honestly. Okay, well I took that splicer out.
I've given each of these clowns a bullet, not a prison.
You judge a man by his enemies. Then Ryan doesn't amount to much.
I could shoot a noisemaker and get them.
Too bad you got her killed in a twist.
Oh.
Shame to put talent like that to
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe Ryan had a bill for this place.
waste. Fontaine smugglers probably lighted the fishery. I'd expected more from this.
Noisemaker.
What's going on?
Come on out. Let's make this quick.
Time to pay the piper, sweetheart.
Fuck.
What you think was gonna happen?
I don't know.
Get off scot-free?
I fucked up. That's what happened.
Turn around. I'll be there.
And I wasted a gas bolt. God damn it.
Hey, what's all that smoke?
Keep running forever.
There you are!
Oh.
Where is she? Lady, you're working my last nerve.
Damn, they do not like to stay distracted that long.
Come on out. You got my full attention.
Enough. Be nobody here.
No?
I heard that.
Not in the mood for this hide and seek.
We done here. Nobody ever tells me nothing.
Okay. Good enough.
I've had enough of this. Someone else can
Go, 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 go.
ran off. Let's get off my
Okay.
Too bad we gotta deal with
I never thought anyone would be able to bring all these degenerate splice heads into line. I gotta hand it to Atlas. After Ryan locked us up in this pit, I thought that was it. Just a long, final dive into the abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture. When a person's got nothing, hope's about the kindest thing you can give her. Or the cruelest.
Shame to put talent like that to waste.
Guy made a city at the bottom of the ocean.
Eve is
It was a wise
full.
idea crossing him.
Okay. Nobody has walked in yet. Ooh. I like that. I can just...
Fontaine smugglers put up a good fight in the fish.
Oh, I like that.
More from this lot.
I think I'm going in the right direction.
Then Ryan doesn't amount to much. Some skirt in a
Or
bunch of
pick.
cases.
There's gonna be all but one. Right? No, there's a couple. Okay.
We get in. Disappear the girl and Atlas.
Oh my god. I've already had like my pulse pounding experience for the day. Anxiety's a hell of a thing. I'd never wish it on anybody. Because it wasn't even anything major. The wuss.
Rather me, pal.
Okay.
Take the next bullet.
Okay, Fontaine's office is still this way, so...
About goddamn time you showed!
Fuck.
Elizabeth, you know Atlas is going to...
I know. And I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I sent myself here for a reason. Didn't I?
And who exactly are you speaking to, Miss Comstock? If I were less acquainted with the vicissitudes of genius, I suspect I would question your sanity. I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you. You know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire, in a vain attempt to save his cat.
Okay. Survival was the name of the game there, not tooty shooty bang bang.
There. All the load-bearing columns come into this room and they meet there. Now, just need to place the particle in that junction, activate it, and the whole structure should rise.
I have, like, no help.
There's no plan B. Might as well just get it over with.
Oh, okay. I can just do nothing. How? Ah.
Here goes nothing. It's working! Atlas, you feel that? You have your prison break. Now bring me the girl.
Did your mom ever teach you not to put your faith in strange foreign men?
Just give me the girl. She means nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl means nothing. But you, love, you mean the world.
Should have known Atlas wouldn't hold up his end of the bargain. Yeah, I think he's figured out who she is. It's a terrible
No
thing.
cause for alarm. She's well sedated. So, it's begun.
The Kashmir's all blown to hell. If Ryan didn't know we were back before, I'm sure now he's got the message.
What do you want with this?
If anybody's got the line on the ace, it's her. Find out what she knows. But no quackery. She's no good to us with a halo and a set of wings.
I get started as soon as the claw form wears off. Don't see her as too tough a nut.
Don't worry, we're not going into Sleeping Dogs territory. Those of you that were there, remember that shit. At least I don't think we are.
Ace in the hole.
What? What?
Where's the ace in the hole?
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we had a deal.
Where is the ace in the hole?
I told you.
Sodium salpental. Are you familiar? No. Truth serum. Unpredictable stuff. Too little, nothing.
I have
Too
nothing
much.
to tell
The
you.
subject
I don't
is
even know what an
euthanized.
ace in the hole is. Ah!
I'm still playing with the dosage.
Yeah. Okay.
This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made, and men who make it.
Folks say it's only a matter of time until Atlas's entire mob comes out waving the white flag.
2 weeks.
What?
You've been down 2 weeks, love. Feckin' doctors. Better off hiring a million monkeys.
Our deal was to get you out of prison. What, did you expect me to win your war for you too?
I'd tend to your own knitting if I were you. Now, darling. Being that you were Su Chong's lab assistant and all, Why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this.
Oh, good.
He's a bit of a lunatic, but a fine surgeon.
Okay.
He calls
Okay.
this little trick a transorbital lobotomy. Take hold of her, lads.
Yep.
Wasting your
Now,
time.
if you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes next. Here we go. You feel that? I'm moving the pick
No.
across your eyeball, still now, and resting it on your skull. There's about a bit over 1/4 inch of bone between the pick and your prefrontal lobe.
Yes, I know.
And that's where this little fella comes in.
I don't...
It was just a wee tap. But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat.
Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
And then we might find you a bit less the mule. Where's me ace in the hole?
I don't know.
You know what else rests in the lobe? Creativity.
No.
Individuality. Personality. In short, what makes you, you. I'm just about through now.
Oh God, I feel so sick.
Last chance, pet. Where is the ace in the hole?
Or what? What, you'll put a hole in my head and take away my memories? You want to make me forget all this? You want to make me not care anymore? Go ahead. You'll be doing me a favor.
Oh! Bring in the monster! You're a regular hero, ain't you? Can't risk ripping the only part of you that's worth a damn. Well, there's more than one way to fry an egg.
Oh,
now, little one, are you familiar with the term transorbital lobotomy?
Please let her
It's
go.
a simple matter. All I need to is insert this pick into your eye.
Please, I don't know
and give
anything.
a few taps with me hammer.
I don't know
Better
anything.
to show by example.
Please, please don't. I don't know anything. I don't know. Please.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know. Where are we?
You saw all the doors, and what's behind all the doors.
The ace in the hole. It's here.
Yes.
But I don't remember this place.
You've never been here.
Then how would
The memories you lost, they weren't just of the past. You saw behind all the doors.
Even the ones into the future. This is where I'm going.
If you want.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace. Then why am I here? How if I was so smart? If I saw so much, why just send myself to the slaughter?
For Sally.
No, one day he will just rip her open and tear out her atom. All of this for nothing. Why did I do it? Why?
You have to decide.
Decide what?
To take a leap of faith. I can't tell you what you were thinking because you don't remember. But you chose to come. There. In that room.
The ace. I don't know what to do, Booker. Booker? Booker! No, please. Please just don't leave me here! Booker! Mr. Suchong's clinic! It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace, I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon. Bag her and bring her to my bathysphere.
Okay, I repressed that part, but that still wasn't as bad as sleeping dogs. Although, I personally want to fucking throw up.
One of the lads will show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord hates a laggard.
So yeah, we saw Rapture as it was at the beginning of this DLC. So it took 2 weeks for Rapture to go to shit. That's all it took. 2 weeks for everyone to go fucking insane and lose their minds. Also, God, I miss Ryan, and that scene with Booker killed me, and it still kills me. I remember that scene very vividly. Oh, it's just gonna punch me in the feels forever, how much she and Booker care about each other. Oh. Okay, I just need a sec. I need to breathe. That made me actually feel physically ill. I actually know a lot about old lobotomies due to just, like, listening to a bunch of random weird shit. And, you know, random Wikipedia pages. And, oh, it's a nightmare. So I think I completely repressed that. I do like that she made him lose his composure as Atlas. We heard Fontaine slip through there for a little bit before he said bring in the monster and he had Sally wheeled out. He was slipping into Fontaine. Atlas was actually dropping, so she made him lose his composure as Atlas. Which, if I had to hazard a guess, only Ryan did. If that. And like, in privacy. He never revealed it to Ryan, because Ryan never knew. Ugh. Excuse me. Do I go back there? What? Ah, yes I do. Dr. Suchong's free clinic. Issue: hydraulic fluids, gases within drill cause subject to become unreliable, unstable. Launching option to be removed from drill in future models. Did the Big Daddies in Bioshock have launchers? I don't think they did. No? Okay, so that Big Daddy was an older one. He was an old model. Notice how I have no weapons or anything? Imprinting solution not found in genetics. No, it's just... I hear Big Daddy. No genetic link. No goddamn casualty. Subject hair sample. We can't even loot anything. Wait, what's on the back of this? Okay. Beta chamber. Prototype stage 1. The Vita Chamber Project, Ryan Industries, a combination of plasmids reconstructed within a field of quantum entanglement results in fantastical restoration properties. I have fast-tracked this project for immediate mass production and distribution throughout Rapture. This completes stage 1. Note, all chambers must be tuned to Andrew Ryan's specific genetic frequency before proceeding with distribution. So, yeah. Quantum entanglement. Guess where the Vita chamber prototypes came, or the idea for the Vita chamber came from. Elizabeth and the Lutesses. Oh, he's hurt. Yeah, you can't interact with them. Wait, Masha, I think that's one of the... I think that's one of the girls from Bioshock. Like the original.
Alright. Let's see here what we could do.
Mr. Monster's scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't... I don't know how to help you. I don't. No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some... I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something? Right. Look who I'm asking.
Little girls. We have to repair the Big Daddy. Okay, I will help. I do like Big Daddies.
Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable.
But we know how imprinting works. Thorn and Alliance Paw.
If stupid beasts had half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no Big Daddy.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster sick. Big monster
It's okay.
sick.
It's okay, please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to
Monster's
do.
going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
Mr. Bubbles. Oh.
Flying with the thorn in its paw.
Hug. Please don't get killed by Jack. Okay. Oh, I can't go this way. I thought I could. Oh, that is a shark. Okay. I was like, huh? Cognitive conversion. Subject to undergo a series of reconditioning therapies. Prefrontal cortex, visual cortex. Note. All therapies have been outlined in notebook 22A. Strict guidelines have been provided. Ah, Suchong.
Is that your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Suchong.
Okay. Warning.
Break her neck for me. What? Break that.
Okay. Okay, cut it off. Warning for people. I know there are people in chat who do not like animal violence. Tune out.
Is that your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Suchong.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck.
No, please.
Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly?
No. No.
Very good.
All right, just typed in chat to let them know that it was over. So the point of that was to show the keywords of "would you kindly." He would do anything, even if he didn't want to, as long as "would you kindly" was uttered.
Suchong, of all the things I know this. It is in your power to be a different man. What can Ryan take from us that we have not already sacrificed at the altar of discovery? They are children, little sisters, and yes, they will forget. But you and I won't. The memories of what we have done fade only with the dimming of all lights. Tenenbaum.
I love Tenenbaum. She's a badass. Aw, there they go.
Protector system, Plasmidemos 255. Dr. Suchong, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bondage is just another forming.
Push the big red button.
Get on it. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to... sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit! What? What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
Oh shit. He deserved that. Suchong deserved every bit of that. Oh. He protect. So yeah, we heard Suchong's death, I think, in the first Bioshock. I think. Now we get to see it.
There's the ace. This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
You're a very good Big Daddy. You keep those little girls safe. Ah, a wall. Ah, is that what you think it says? Oh, here's a little sister orphanage. No, it's not. Dr. Yi Suchong Free Clinic, I lied. Okay, so chat has a guess that it translates to "would you kindly." And notice again, we are without weapons or anything.
Hey, sister. Over here. Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
This is the end, guys.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. Now, we both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist.
I have no control.
What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish. What does this say, you little whore? Hey, 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 hey! What does this say?
It says... Would you kindly?
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours. Yeah!
I chose Rapture.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
They say to save one life is to save the world entire. It is you who are the savior.
I can see all the doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Dans ses bras, elle me voit là tout bas. Je vois la vie en rosa. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
Une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui, dans
So that was it. I don't hate it as much because my knee-jerk reaction to this part 2 was utter contempt. Because why did it have to come all back around to Jack when the end of Infinite was there is constants and variables. There's always a man, there's always a lighthouse, there's always a city. I can see the doors and what's beyond all the doors. That means she would see not only infinite possibilities of herself and Booker, but infinite possibilities of Rapture. So I didn't understand why it had to come down to this. And knowing that Irrational disbanded, they were really just trying to wrap the story up, I think. I think they were just trying to tie everything together so that there was no way that they could weasel Rapture in ever again. Which is okay, but I am actually still not alright because I feel like this juxtaposed the ending of Infinite of just her saying, behind one door, I see him. There should be multiple doors where Jack, just by multiverse theory alone, that alone and what has been proposed in Infinite, she should be able to see multiple doors where Jack does the right thing. So I'm wondering why it's this one.
See the pyramids along the Nile. Watch the sunrise from a tropic isle. Just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember, when a dream appears, you belong to me. And I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, till you're home again, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too, and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember, till you're home again, you belong to me.
Great.
Yeah?
I think we got it.
Can I clap?
That was Elizabeth's voice actress. It was a beautiful, beautiful voice. But yeah, so I wondered why it went against itself there, like, completely, I feel like. And I still feel like that. I don't hate it as much. I felt like, what was the point? Why does it all have to come back to Rapture? Because the whole premise of Infinite was, you don't need to know anything about, like, it's like, hey, if you want to play this, Unlike Bioshock 2, you don't need to know anything about the first game. So it was like, hey, you don't need to know anything about Rapture or the first or second Bioshock to really understand this. And having had a recently at the time in college, a very horrible experience with a Bioshock fanboy, I was very happy to hear this because I had talked about it before. Multiverse Theory signed me up. I really liked Elizabeth's character design. I liked the gifts that I saw that were all non-spoilery, thankfully. And I played it when I got home after graduating college. And I was just furious because I was like, you had all these cool things like the Lutesses popping in and out, and then they fucked off. Pretty much at the beginning of this, like they fucked off to Elizabeth. They were just like, bye, you were an idiot. See ya. We saw them with Daisy. And that's an interesting theory, but I don't feel like it really changes anything for any of those characters, to be perfectly honest. I feel like Daisy would have killed Fontaine's son. Or not Fontaine, sorry. Fink's son. They both start with an F. Give me a pass on that one. I still think Daisy still would have killed Fink's son. Okay. Now that jingle is gonna distract me a little bit. I still feel like, you know, like if you didn't know that the Lutesses were kind of pulling the strings with not just Booker and Elizabeth, but literally everybody. You should have been thinking about that. Like, I don't know. I was very just much like, why does it all have to come back to this? Again, behind one door, I see him. You should be seeing Jack behind a bunch. So that's really what bugs me the most. But having played the OG, I am less salty. I feel like now looking at it, the whole thing was irrational, being like, we're going under, we can't stop it, we can only end the story. Because that was the Elizabeth that we played as. And we saw multiple Elizabeths. So I don't know why it had to be the one that we played as. You know, I guess because we had a bigger connection to her. Or the one that we went through Infinite with, I mean. Like, it's like, you know, quote unquote, the OG Elizabeth. Our OG Elizabeth. It just feels like after all the suffering and all the lessons she learned in Infinite, at least in this run through of Infinite, this timeline of Infinite, I will actually need to sit and think on if it's more of a character development, but at the time I felt like it was Elizabeth's character taking a step back. But she probably saw bits of Sally in herself. And I think she wanted to give Sally the life that she wishes she could have had, a life of freedom. Like, she was willing to give up her freedom for Sally's because she felt guilty because Booker did care about Sally. Or Comstock in that case. Comstock did care about Sally. It may not have been as well implemented as it could have been, but the feeling I get is, even if she could only see one door where Sally made it back alive, one was enough. But it wasn't Sally. It was Jack. It wasn't I see her. It was I see him. And yes, he was reaching out for Sally. You are correct. But, like, the dialogue choice there was very, very particular. You saw Jack. So, I didn't get why Elizabeth had to, like, you know, in the end, she had to die. I think they did a really good job of portraying Elizabeth's side of her and Booker's relationship. Like, there's the tale of the plane falling. So, there's, yep, that was implying that, you know, Atlas just activated the "would you kindly" phrase. I really dig storylines that do kind of have like this loop of like, oh, this caused this, which caused this, which caused this. You know, and like when you bring it back around to the beginning, I usually feel like Professor Layton does this. In a sense. It's more like they made the original games and then the prequels lead into the very first game. And that had me in fucking tears. Like, I was crying like a baby. Here, I feel like they just kind of did it for, like, a beau's sake. But, like, coming back after playing the OG, they did amazing, incredible things. The whole back and forth between Elizabeth and Ryan was amazing. I love that she made him lose his shit multiple times. She made Atlas lose his shit twice, to the point where the subtitle said Fontaine, and I was like, congratulations, you made him slip, which I think is incredible. I mean, with how fucked Rapture is, there really was only one way for it to go, more or less, with like 2 good outcomes and one being better than the other. Yes. But, you know, you just really wonder, like, Elizabeth wondering, why did I throw it all away? And it's like, it's up to you. But, like, I was never able to really... Like, the only answer I could come up with is that she felt bad. And I mean, that's the official explanation on the Bioshock wiki. It's just that Elizabeth feels guilty for leaving Sally to die. So she went back, and I was like... Oof. Okay, like... I don't know. We know Elizabeth is very kind. But again, like, if this was like an alternate Elizabeth, I may have been a bit better with it. I don't know. Just the fact that it was like, we saw her suffer and grow so much through Infinite. And... I don't know. And I feel like they did such a good job of, like, building to it that the ending just kind of went... So she had a human moment and made a choice that she couldn't come back from. That's very true. That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, not everybody is thinking like the Lutesses, because they are the only other people that are aware. That can see the doors and beyond all the doors. And they thought she was fucking stupid for doing it. Or Rosalind did, at least. We don't really know what Robert thought. I think Robert thought it was folly, but it was worth a shot. Robert is... as much as I love Rosalind, Robert is the more kind-hearted of the two. So yeah, that's true. She had a human moment and made a choice she couldn't come back from. That's very, very true. I don't hate it as much. I don't. I was very apprehensive. I don't hate it. I just feel kind of iffy on it. But I don't mind it. I just kind of liked it when it didn't all tie together. I know a ton of Bioshock fans loved it. They were just like, this is awesome. I was like, oh. I mean, it is really cool to see how Elizabeth, like, works behind the scenes and everything like that, and how she contributes to things, and like how we see Su Chong's death and all that kind of stuff. So, and obviously it's some time between the phrase and Jack falling, like Jack getting in the plane crash, because then all the big daddies are imprinted on the little sisters, so the little sisters had to run and spread that around to each other. But speaking of little sisters, this is something, there's like live action Bioshock stuff that they did for Infinite. And it's a very short thing. I forget what it's called. I read this on the Bioshock wiki when I was looking through just to like read a synopsis again, to be like, what even was like going on in Burial at Sea Part 2. Bioshock wiki. Let me look it up. So if you guys are curious, you can look it up on your own. Because it's something to do with Sally. There's more to Sally in additional content. Yes, there is additional content beyond this because of this stuff. Because of aha. Let's see. Truth from legend, fact from myth. They're two separate things. Truth from legend and fact from myth are both 80s television shows discussing various unsolved mysteries of the world based on historical documents, semi-scientific facts, and witness statements. So it's unfiction for Bioshock. Truth from Legend is a television show set in the 80s era of the Bioshock Infinite universe. Produced by a company named AHX. It was narrated by Alistair Bloom and featured documentaries on various untold stories and strange phenomena. Among the different episodes and thematics was a segment entitled Columbia, a modern-day Icarus, dedicated to the mystery surrounding the lost floating city of Columbia. And then it just goes into more details about, like, what it is. Fact from myth. An alternate version of the truth from legend also exists in the 80s side of the universe in which Rapture belongs to, called Fact from Myth. Not only is the title different, but the first name of the narrator, Miles Bloom, along with the name and theme of its production company, altered as PHE. One of its episodes, entitled Rapture, a modern-day Atlantis, discusses the mysteries surrounding the underwater city. The second part, and the only one available, starts by reminding viewers of the discovery of an old steamer trunk found washed up on a beach. Mentioned in the unavailable first part of the documentary, it reveals artifacts from Rapture, such as a bunny masquerade mask, an Eve syringe, a makeshift doll of a Big Daddy, and a painting of a familiar girl dancing with a man at a masquerade party. We know what that is. Booker and Elizabeth were good enough to be subjects for Cohen. They were good enough. Maybe not their dancing, but something about them captured Cohen's eye. And, I mean, he didn't kill them. He killed everybody else that displeased him. In this segment, Bloom investigates an anonymous tip about a woman in upstate New York who may have grown up in Rapture. When photos of the artifacts were presented to her, she reacted to the photo of the painting with fright. The painting with fright, causing her to quickly turn away from the investigator and to lock herself inside her home. The segment concludes asking new questions about this painting and the people it represents, and their link to the woman in upstate New York. That is linked from Sally's page, because she is the adult woman. Fact from Myth on Sally's page. An adult Sally is contacted by the television series Fact from Myth in the 1980s series of artifacts believed to be connected to Rapture, one of them being the painting local Rapture artist Sander Cohen had done on New Year's Eve, 1958 in the Garden of the Muses, with Booker DeWitt and Elizabeth dancing as his muse. Upon seeing the photograph of the painting, Sally becomes emotional, throws out the photographs, and quickly locks herself in her home. So... and we saw Jack reaching out for Sally. So, one of the little sisters at the end of the original Bioshock is Sally. She is one of the ones that Jack raised as his daughters and were there for him at his deathbed, if you play the good ending, which you should or you're heartless. Usually I'm like, oh, I'll play both, you know, just to see. I cannot harvest little sisters. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. But yeah, Sally is one of the ones to make it out with Jack. Canonically. Through this... through this whole, like, thing. Through this whole, like, unfiction piece. Sally is one of Jack's daughters. So... I mean, if they're gonna go for tying the two together, I mean, I'm like, okay. I'm more curious as to what original fans think about that. Like, if that was something that even needed to be added, or if they think it is a good inclusion considering Sally was so important in Burial at Sea. I just found this out recently as well. So I'm like, well, if you're gonna include them, then yeah, I mean, like, why not? Like, if you're gonna kind of tie Elizabeth and Rapture together and have her be the reason that Jack makes it in the first place, at least, you know, behind this door, behind the door with, behind our gaming experiences. Doesn't really need to be added, but it's really cool and a nice touch. Okay, so yeah, so there's like no real disapproval from one member of chat, at least. Yeah, I don't hate it as much. I'm still a little salty, haha, ocean water, but like, I just think episode 1 was, I mean, I don't know. I was okay with like the conclusion and everything of it because it still felt attached to Infinite. This feels more attached to the OG, which is totally a fine thing to be. It just felt like it stepped away from Infinite a bit too much. And I can't quite describe how. And maybe it's just because I have a bias for Infinite. That's also very possible, but it is not bad. Previously, I'd said that it was bad. I was wrong. I retract that. My mind has been changed. It is not bad. They did a lot of really awesome things, especially for fans of the OG. Holy shit. Like I said, I'm mad that I didn't get into Bioshock when it first came out, because I wish I could experience that feeling of wonder, even in Infinite itself, when Elizabeth and Booker went into Rapture for the first time, like, right before the ending sequence. When Songbird, you know, like, just to get rid of Songbird. Watching Suchong die was incredibly satisfying. I like Suchong, even though he's a fucking piece of shit. He makes me laugh. Like, or rather, yeah, no, he does. Like, he's an absolute piece of shit, and I have no excuses for him. He's a fucking piece of shit. But, like, my two favorite characters in the OG are definitely Andrew Ryan and Sander Cohen. Cohen's just crazy. I will say, Burial at Sea gives me an even bigger appreciation for Atlas. I think Atlas is, like, even cooler now. Like, ever since Miri in chat pointed out, that she and her brother think that Atlas is a better villain than Fontaine, I, like, talked that over with Katie, because that's stuck in my head. And I decided that, yeah, like, I also agree. I think I talked about this last time. And it just makes me appreciate Atlas himself even more. Especially because, again, Elizabeth was able to make him slip. Like, now having played through the original game, the fact that even Andrew Ryan never made... And he hated Ryan. But, like, Elizabeth made him slip up twice. And I think that that's incredible. Like, she was just a fucking thorn in his fucking side, and it was great. But yeah, I mean, we got to see Suchong die, which was very satisfying, and he definitely deserved it. I mean, I agree. That's incredibly cathartic. Because we do know from the first game that he died by Big Daddy. So overall, solid. I still prefer part 1, but part 2, my favorite part of part 2 is definitely diving into Elizabeth's thoughts about Booker and their relationship and how she keeps hallucinating him, and how at the end, like, the very last time we see him, she actually sees him, and he takes her hand and he leads her to where we eventually see Suchong dead on the table. And she just screams for him like, Booker, Booker, you can't leave me. Like, my heart. I'm definitely more Infinite inclined, but, oh, my fucking heart, dude. I really... Booker's one of my favorite video game protagonists. I've said that multiple times throughout Infinite, but it bears repeating. The Lutesses, I guess, are just gonna do what they do. I think it'd be interesting for them to show back up, because they're not bound to fucking anything. They can go anywhere they want. They could show back up in Bioshock 4. I think if they're going to incorporate fucking anything, like literally anything, we should just see something about a Robert and Rosalind Lutece. Maybe don't even have them show back up, but you know, just see writings. Or even just, it's like, oh, did you hear about these twin geniuses? And you're just like, it's just like NPC dialogue, and you're like, oh, the Lutesses, you know? Like, it just kind of clicks in your head. It's just an illusion to them. They don't have to, like, fully come back. The Lutesses are off being non-corporeal and omniscient. They're happy together. They are the same person from different universes, together at last. They are happy. Doesn't matter. Repair Booker. Behind one of those... excuse me. Behind one of those doors... Behind one of those doors is a Booker that never gave up Anna. I will say that. Behind one of those doors is a Booker who never gave up his daughter. Who knows? That could have been the ending of Infinite. We don't know. We still don't know. So, Burial at Sea, very solid DLC. My opinion has vastly changed. Part 1 I always liked, but Part 2, my opinion has vastly changed. Both are very, very solid. The stealth aspect was really cool. A little annoying when I get in combat and I'm like, okay, my brain flips the switch to like, I'm playing Bioshock and I'm Booker. And I'm like, wait, I'm Elizabeth. I can only take like 3 gunshots and then I'm dead. And before that, it's just like that. And that's my own fault. But, like, that's my own fault for not adapting quickly enough, to be perfectly honest. I'm not gonna blame the game for that one. That is my fault, but it's like, it just doesn't click in my head. So, like, it's an annoyance to me, but it's not a fault of the game. And it doesn't detract away from my experience enough where I'm like, this is a problem. Game designers, get it together. No, they did a great job. I do think they should have made it a little bit more transparent, other than, hey, you're in Rapture. The layout might be the same, or the layout might be similar, because you still had a lot of the controls for Infinite. And, like, they didn't tell you how to apply the med kit or anything. And it's not what it is in, the OG Bioshock either. So I'm just like, I just wish they would have had like a little something telling you that like, hey, you can switch your plasmids and your weapons. Well, I already knew I could switch my plasmids, but it's like, hey, you can switch your weapons because Infinite, you can only carry 2 at a time. You have no weapon wheel. And then suddenly they gave you a weapon wheel. Of course, the OG does it as well, but it would have been nice to let me know that. I'm going to say that. There would have been a nice indicator for that and for the med packs, and that's about it. Because other than that, they kept the control scheme for Infinite. So why would I think anything is different? But man, yeah, you could have it all in this DLC. You could have a plasmid wheel with all the fucking plasmids you wanted, and you could have a fucking weapon wheel. But I mean, if those are really the only complaints I have, fucking great. As usual, my heart hurts. Because my heart always hurts. It was definitely more heartwarming seeing, like, the Big Daddy and stuff like that this time. Like, now understanding. I do think Masha's one of the girls that Jack saves. I think. Trying to think, but like, can't really remember. Yeah, there was no Bioshock 2 reference. There was no Eleanor. But yeah, it was really cool to see things come together. I was very close to all of the audio diaries and voxophones. The Columbia part, even though it was like fun to go back to Columbia, actually almost felt kind of unnecessary. I will say that. Other than to be like, oh my god, you're passing yourself. And just I guess just to tie it together more, just to tie Columbia and Rapture together more, but like the whole like sell through, get your own hair. Felt a little bit like padding. Like they really kind of wanted you to get, you know, they wanted to like, they wanted you to feel like you got your money's worth for paying for it. Because at the time, it was like you could buy them separately for I think like $10 each. Or get a season pass for 25 or something like that, or 15. Or it was like 14 a piece, and you could get the season pass for 25 or 20 or something like that. It was one of those things where the price was a bit steep, but they knew you were gonna buy it because of the IP. But they also kind of wanted to milk it for you to get your money's worth. Well, also the season pass, I'm forgetting Clash in the Clouds, which is purely combat based. But people were very hyped for Burial at Sea. I mean, I was excited. I was excited to see Rapture, because I was hoping it would stir something within me to want to go and play Bioshock, and it did not. But I blame that more on the terrible experience I had with the Bioshock fanboy. Than I do the game. And it was wrong of me to blame the game. I may not care for everything done, but it was done nicely. So. Irrational had to do something. And I mean, this pretty much, in a way, it is a good thing that they're just like, Rapture's done. Like, this signifies that they're done with Rapture. You know what happened before Rapture? Now, you know what happened with Rapture in the OG, and you know what happened after Rapture in 2. Doesn't matter if you don't like it or not. Rapture's story's been told. You ain't coming back. Rapture's done. We're done. Let's leave it alone. Fontaine and Ryan and Suchong, they can all stay fucking under the ocean now. We're done. We're done with Rapture. I love Rapture. Don't come back in the next game. That's like for some reason on people's wish list. Don't come back. If you want to go back to Rapture, replay the game. Replay the first game. Great game. Yeah. Oh man. So that's it for Infinite. Quick update on what's coming next. So I'll do that in stream, but for those of you watching on YouTube, I will see you guys in the next series. Thank you for waiting for Infinite. I know, or thank you for waiting for Burial at Sea. I know there were weird times. Things have happened in life. And I have needed to adjust and take time. This is why you need to follow me on Twitter or Facebook. I do post the updates there, and if it's a prolonged hiatus, I pin it on Twitter. Y'all have got one or the other. So, thank you guys so much. Those of you on YouTube, those of you in stream, hang around. And I will see you guys in the next series. Have a good one. Take it easy.